and I think that might have been the only one that I really sort of.
Can't hear you.
You were a fucking tick.
What's wrong with that fucking shit?
You were a fucking tick.
That last link worked. The other one didn't.
Yes,
Huh?
it fucking did.
It fucking did.
Everybody else got in.
I haven't a fucking.
Here we all are.
Even I got in, so.
Ready to watch stuff!
Okay, welcome to Idiots Who Watch Stuff. We haven't a clue what episode it is because we don't do numbers anymore.
It's the John Carpenter episode.
Yeah. But, okay, we'll get to that.
It's easy.
Okay, welcome to Idiots Who Watch Stuff, the John Carpenter special.
Why do we not have the John Carpenter theme music playing?
Because we normally get, because remember when we put in theme tunes before?
Oh,
we
yeah.
put
Yeah,
YouTube.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get thrown off YouTube.
So with me, my name's Pete. With me, it's Ed. Say hello, Ed.
Doopa, doopa, doopa.
Chris.
Go fuck yourself.
Ooh. And the girl who likes robots more than midgets, Christine.
Hello.
Bag.
And we've got a very special guest coming from America. We've got stand-up comedian and now actor, writer, director, Josh Church Jackson.
Oh, guys.
Yay! Star of Dawson's Creek.
It's true. It's true. I quit to go make films like The Skulls. Fucking.
Yeah, fuck
My
Van der
God.
Beek. Asshole.
Yeah.
He's got a giant, weird fucking head.
Does,
Yeah.
doesn't he?
Who, James Van Der Beek.
Yeah, he's got like a five. He's got a 5 head rather than a 4
Yeah.
head.
Yeah, fucking Netflix keeps trying to tempt me into watching Dawson's Creek, and they're showing me fucking Vanderbeek's giant fucking beak.
6 head. He's got a 6 head.
Yeah, he
You
does.
think they do better off if they showed like Katie, what the hell?
Holmes.
Katie Holmes' pretty face or butt.
Well, they do. They show, you know, the little adorable squirrel, the crying girl, and whatever that other fuckwad's name was. But
So you have watched it.
Yeah, this is 2 or 3
no, but I
times.
do love James Van Der
Oh
Beek.
man, called out straight away. Called out.
So,
James Van Der Beek grew into his head. You know, he's a beautiful man now. Yeah, I think it was the hair back in the day.
so yeah, you've been doing stand-up for 10 years, Josh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, basically it kind of started as a joke. You know, not a joke, but
It should start with a joke, Josh.
I was being
Come right to
frustrated.
start, yeah.
Like, I was just frustrated, and I wrote a book, and no one wanted to buy it. So a buddy of mine was like, you should just tell the stories on stage. Like, it was I wouldn't call it a memoir because I'm not famous, but it was just stories, like a bunch of short stories about things that had happened, like
Yeah.
party stories and stuff like that. Very Tucker Max-ish, Hunter S. Thompson, like not as good as either of them, but that kind of idea. And a buddy of mine convinced me to just tell the stories on stage, and slowly it went from spoken word to stand-up, and I don't know, it seemed like way better than burning my arms and hands working in the kitchen the rest of my life. So
yeah. So the first gig, tell us about it.
Well, the first actual, like, it's hard to explain because I've been doing it my entire life. It wasn't stand-up. I had been doing plays, and in high school, I was in a thing called, they call it forensics here. I'm not sure what you call it over there. It's basically memorizing, like, you memorize certain parts of a play or a film. It's to help public speaking, and I always excelled at that. So really, I was in bands too, so going on stage was never an issue. And I was confident in the things I wrote, so I never, like, it didn't bother me. Everybody talks about nerves and stuff on stage, and so I didn't ever have that. And you know, it went pretty well. It wasn't a great show. You know what I mean? It wasn't. It was nothing. If I did it today, I wouldn't be proud of it.
Yeah.
But for a first show, like, I have no complaints about it. It was fun. I got a lot of good reaction reactions, especially for a first time.
Excellent.
I literally did almost 2 hours by myself because I convinced a friend of mine who owned a bar at the time to let me just go on stage on a Friday night. And
Say
so,
that again. Your first gig was 2 hours.
yeah,
Christ.
yeah,
Oh,
2
set?
hours.
shit. Holy shit.
The set was 2 hours.
Sorry, you guys are chopping out.
All right, can you hear us?
Yeah, the set was 2 hours long.
Oh,
I basically went there with a set list like you would for a band, and I wrote like names down of stories that I wanted to tell, and just I told stories and
Shit.
had a couple drinks, and that's what we did. And I got a $200 paycheck and never
Wow.
really looked back.
holy shit. That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Like my whole going into comedy was backwards.
Yeah. 2 hours for your first gig. That's
And
people,
paid.
people talk about 5-minute gigs and they
Yeah.
can't build a 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And paid
I'm paid.
more than we got paid for our last 8 gigs.
Hold on, we've got a
Chris,
throw.
Chris, I pay every fucking band that plays. All right. Don't be giving me a hard time here, brother.
Hold on,
You've only let us play
you're back,
one.
Josh. You're back.
What's it? I probably didn't pay you.
We're still trying to figure out how you can do
Paid
it.
in badges. You got paid in badges.
So the one thing I've always wanted to know from stand-ups is, and because I'm a fucking wanker, is bombing.
It's terrible.
And bombing and heckling.
I saw a guy cry at an open mic night once.
I cried one time. I cried after bombing once. Yeah, and they were old people, so they didn't get it. And I got off stage after doing 15 minutes of my time, and the owner of the club walked out back and was just like, "You all right?" And I was like, "No, I don't know." Like, I was just kind of just weeping, trying to figure out what I'm doing with my life. The next day it was fine, but you tank, and it is soul crushing. You know?
Yes.
Is that
It's
what you
impossible.
feel, Ed, when you tell us about weird sex stuff and we don't get it? Do you
Yeah.
cry as well?
When my bits tank, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
When his literal bits tank out of his pants.
Yeah.
Oh, they fall. They smell
Yeah.
often. They smell very. My literal bits.
And who were your influences, Josh?
I mean, easily it's Carlin, Pryor, those guys, the Norms, Billy Hicks. I know it's a real touchy subject now, but Louis C.K. was huge influence before,
Touchy subject. Nice.
Touchy subject.
What do you think of Stephen Wright?
Oh, I love him. I love Stephen Wright. I love dry humor. Some of my favorite stuff is jokes that you don't even realize are jokes until like a day later, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Some of my favorite stuff.
Yeah.
Who else? Chappelle. I mean, that's
Yeah.
kind of that could go without saying. There's nobody that I fell in love with as a comic that you would be like, I've never heard of them. It's all the same brilliant lines.
Yeah. And then when lockdown kicked in and 2020 kicked in, I presume your area shut down, so there was nowhere for you to do your stand-up comedy.
Pretty much. I tried to do the whole doing sets like this, where you sit in front of your set and like it's pointless.
Yeah.
There's no
reaction. There's no feedback. Like, yeah.
Yeah, there's stand-up is perfect because there's a reciprocity between the fans and the entertainer, and like I can be funnier if I can tell the crowd is having fun.
Yeah.
The crowd has fun if they can tell I'm having fun, but when there's no connected energy, it's pointless, And I swear I didn't do a bunch of coke. My nose is very itchy.
It's like, I'm wearing sunglasses because I've just done a glue bag, so don't worry about it.
So,
Is glue a big thing over there?
it's glue.
Fucking with me, yeah.
Yeah, when Ed was growing up, it was. Josh, while everyone else was doing fuck all in 2020, you released a short film, Beware, Beware the Candy Snatcher, which when you sent me the link originally, and it was like, oh yeah, I've made this Halloween short, and it just says, Beware the Candy short, Beware the Candy Snatcher, warning, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, my co-director insisted that we warn people that it wasn't just oh, this is cute, because it starts off
cute.
Yeah.
It's
And then it
fantastic.
just takes a deep dive into madness and vomit.
Yes, well, without spoiling it, how method were you as an actor?
You know, there was some stuff in there that's real. Let's just put it that way. But some of it wasn't. The majority of it wasn't. There was a couple shots where it was accidental, and we're like, well, we got to keep it in there because there's a lot of retching and noise making and gagging that goes on when you're faking it, and sometimes things just kind of come up and you don't mean it to. So there was a couple shots in there that, yep, that was exactly what it looked like.
See, I think Bluebag and I are on the same wavelength of the double entendre going here, because I can see Christine's brain working back there, and it's like, yeah.
Thanks.
Has she not seen it? Does she not know what we're discussing?
No, I've seen it.
Okay.
It. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the thing that got me was you're thinking, right? He's not done. He's not done. There's more. There's more.
Yep. The original cut of that is the money shot of that went like probably 8-9 minutes. And like I had to go to Brett and was like, dude, we gotta cut this down. We gotta cut this down. The original cut of that movie was like almost a half hour.
Wow.
Yeah. And so we just like if it was up to Brett, that movie would have been long and like agonizing. And I was like, it needs to be fun. People don't need to be like, oh, I'm dying. It doesn't need to be Schindler's List. Like, let's just have some fun.
It reminded me so much of that scene in Team America, where he's out.
That was a big inspiration. Was the Team America scene, and I don't know if you ever saw it, but there's a movie from the '80s called Night of the Demons that I like a lot, and it has nothing to do with vomiting, but there's.
Hey, do you know what? I thought the story was excellent. It was I thought the story was very like what A Nightmare Before Christmas should have been, because that was a piece of shit.
Ed hates Tim Burton.
Yeah, Tim Burton should have made your movie. Do you know what I mean?
That makes me so happy.
I thought the story was great. The Candy Snatcher, that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a simple idea,
Yeah, but that could be a great animation. Do you know what I mean? Movie, like.
Yeah.
It reminded me of South Park and that Teen America. So it was like a real life kind of just you've got this killer joke and let's exploit it to the max.
Exactly. That was exactly. It's like I wanted to make some. First of all, I'm just in love with urban legends. Like I love urban legends, Cropsey, things like that, Bigfoot. So I wanted to make a fun, modern spin on an urban legend, and we used to joke about the candy snatcher. Like instead of somebody that would snatch kids offering them candy, what if there was just this fat ass that would steal kids' candy? And originally I wanted to write it to like an older guy, and my buddy Brett's like, well, it's this big fat gross guy. Why don't you play it? You're a big fat gross guy. And I was like, all right, let's do it, And we changed it a little bit, and instead of it being like a creepy old man, it became like a real just son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And
that scene where you steal the candy from the kid that knocks it is fucking brilliant. And the face on your woman that puts the course on you like later on, her face is brilliant in that scene.
That's my friend Carrie. She She is, I mean, I might get slapped for saying this, but she's my buddy Andy's fiance. I don't know if they're technically engaged, but she's about 4'1". She's little, and she was just a revelation to work with. She came with so many ideas. I'm no notice either, because we had planned on shooting with almost a completely different cast, and then COVID. Somebody, the girl that was meant to play that character of the witch, she ran into somebody that had COVID, and she was like, I can't get to the show. So Carrie, I called Andy, who was planning on helping us with the shoot anyway, and I was like, you think Carrie would do it? And Carrie lit up and was like, yeah, let's do it. And she's game for everything, because Andy's in a band, and like on Halloween, like she'll get dressed up all slutty and creepy like, and like spray people with blood from her. Like she dressed up as the chick from Guar one year, and we had nipple hoses that sprayed blood out of her nipples into the crowd. So like that's another thing with my friends. We're all from the same like metal, punk. Like, oh, we want to do something. Well, no one's going to do it for us. So you got to do it yourself.
Yeah.
So we pick up our boots and we get to work.
Well, the guy we're going to get onto, the reason why we're doing this, John Carpenter, like, we'll get onto his first film now in a minute, Dark Star. But that started as a short college movie, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But,
fun fact about Dark Star is that was what basically started the Alien franchise also.
Yeah, I was getting Dan O'Bannon. Yeah. So we'll get into it.
Wait, we're talking about John Carpenter, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about movies?
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about everything. So
I thought you guys wanted to talk about the guy who won Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for the first time. I'm totally unprepared now.
Well, okay, let's go with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire then.
Yeah.
What was that fucker's problem?
No, you won. The guy won $1 million. He ain't got no fucking problem.
Oh, come on. It's got to be some sort of pedo closet fucking thing or something.
There we go. There it is.
There it is.
So
we have like a pedo count on this episode.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, what's actually, the time? 21:40.
Just before we start on John Carpenter, because Josh, a few episodes ago, me and the others, we bended Chris's ear about an American institution, Mr. Rogers.
Watch your fucking mouth.
Definite pedo.
Yeah.
Definite
We think
Pump your brakes, kid. That man's a national treasure.
How it came
you watch your mouth about that.
How it came about, Josh, is because I saw the Tom Hanks movie, but yet we know nothing about Mr. Rogers over here. So
I'm telling you now, Josh, there's a wall in his house coming down, and it's fucking pedoville.
No.
He took a photo of all the kids.
He was a saint. The man was a saint.
Okay. I'm taking these pictures home to show my wife. Yeah, sure you are. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Rogers. Yeah.
So there was another.
I'm bringing a bucket of fucking hillbillies and a basket of ass whooping over your fucking house right now.
I don't know.
And I'm going to eat the fucking hillbillies in front of you.
Well, no, that would be worse than the ass whooping. If
Yeah.
you ate that fried chicken in front of me and didn't offer me any, that would be worse than getting a big off.
Woo!
Okay, so let's get into Mr. Carpenter. So I was watching a documentary during the week, and there was a great quote from him, and it's in France I'm an auteur, in Germany I'm a filmmaker, in England I'm a genre filmmaker, in the USA I'm a bum.
Oh, that's totally accurate. We don't appreciate him.
No, he just feels that nothing he's ever done has been appreciated in America. He's appreciated in Europe.
That makes me so fucking sad.
Yeah.
He's groundbreaking. He's fucking groundbreaking in a lot of the things that he's done.
Yeah. Well, we'll get into it. He went to film school in LA and made a couple of short films, and then him and Dan O'Bannon got together and made what started as a student film, Dark Star. which I watched again this week, and it's fucking fantastic. But as Josh mentioned there earlier, there's a big link here when you watch the movie. There's a chap who he made it with and who starred in it, and it's actually the guy who had most of the fights with the beach ball, is Dan O'Bannon, who went on to write the first script for Alien. And when you watch
Alien, James Cameron's Alien, or what
no,
Alien,
Ridley Scott's Alien, like the first one. And like you can see the cluster, even though this is like the built for laughs, you can see where he kind of took the same sort of ship and said, well, let's make a fucking horror out of it.
Right. I think I got the wrong message or something on this episode because I didn't watch Dark Star. I didn't think it was on the list.
I didn't either.
It's okay. It's okay. Dark Star, you don't need to watch that.
Yeah, it's basically it's made for it's made with elastic bands, a beach ball. What else would you like? The special effects are worse than early Doctor Who.
Oh yeah.
And a can-do attitude.
Yeah,
And a can-do attitude. See, Gluebag gets it.
They took spray paint and egg cartons and tacked them to the wall.
Yeah,
and they spray painted them white to make it look like a spaceship.
I mean, honestly, this is something that we could do.
Yeah.
Like well, a drunken bender, we would be like, "Oh my god, this beach ball! Yeah, it's a spaceship."
Well, it is basically 4 hippies in space, and they've just been sent off in a ship that's starting to fall apart, and their job is to blow up planets. Dan O'Bannon, before he did the script for Alien, he also worked on Star Wars as well with George Lucas.
Did he?
Yeah. So Dark Star, even though it looks like it shows what like that, Dan O'Bannon got Star Wars from it, and then John Carpenter was given the chance to do Assault on Precinct 13, which we'll move on to now.
Will we?
Yeah, that was another one. I couldn't get it fucking anywhere. I could only get the remake, and I wasn't watching that. Like,
oh, fuck no.
No.
This is the only thing the remake has going for it is the fact that the chick from The Sopranos is in it. She's hot as shit.
Yeah.
I like Ethan Hawke. I think he's a good actor, but I wasn't watching.
What?
Yeah, I did. He's been in some good stuff.
Yeah, but it made a movie that
with Jason Patrick.
Like,
you had no. Wait a minute, who's talking shit about Jason Patrick?
No, I'm saying, am I mixing? I think Jason Patrick's an excellent actor.
Within the first 10 minutes, a girl of about 7 or 8 gets shot through her ice cream.
Yeah.
And like just gets splattered. So I'm not sure what he was basically told at the end of it, edit out that because they're looking to get an R, which I thought was the highest, but it's actually rated at X, which is I don't know what that is. Is that like
they don't even use it anymore? It's basically
like porn with murder.
That's just porn. Really, that's the only people that get it is porn.
Yeah, X-rated.
Yeah, they don't even use X anymore. They use NC-17 over here, and no one really uses that anymore.
Yeah, so.
But one thing that he did in this movie that he went on to do with Kurt Russell as well is that the kid is Kim Richards, and she was a big Disney star, like Raised to Witch Mountain and stuff.
Yeah.
So having her being like America's sweetheart, the sweetest child in the world, being shot in the fucking head on camera, it fucking sets the tone. And I mean, Kurt Russell was a big Disney star as well. So
true. I've never considered that.
Yeah, no, I think this is a fucking masterpiece. But when he originally wrote the script, it was a Western.
Yeah, it's a remake of Rio Bravo.
So Rio Bravo. So yeah, and he didn't have the money for a Western set, so he had to set it in modern day. So he decided that it would be Assault on Precinct 13. But even then, that wasn't Assault on Precinct 13. The name for the movie came from afterwards. He didn't want to call it that. Like it was the film company decided on Assault on Precinct 13.
Right.
Yeah, but the police station is not Precinct 13.
That's wild.
Hey, there we go.
My dog decided to be an asshole. I'll be right back, guys.
Oh my God. Never work with animals and kids.
I spent 8 years trying to reach him because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Next up, we're going to come to the next movie he made, and by far his biggest box office smash, which was Halloween, which made 47 million at the box office.
And gave us the slasher film.
Yeah.
Gave us the slasher.
Gave us so much. So much.
There's a lot to take in. Like the opening shot is the first. They basically, John Carpenter is credited with inventing the point of view,
which is totally.
What I tell you, the other thing about that, because it was an incredibly low budget film. That one shot that goes in, that POV shot that goes in from the street, goes up through the house and everything else, because they had no money. They're literally, the lighting crew is chasing lights up around the house the entire time.
Yeah.
They this little skeleton crew that's just fucking running along with it.
They hand
Brilliant. One of the best one shots ever. What's that?
They actually hand off the camera twice doing that shot, because they had to they go through something and the actual.
Yeah. I mean, they're in a house.
Get through. Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in a set. They're in a fucking house, which is a huge pain in the ass to try to get.
Trust. Yeah, have you shot before? Have you ever?
Oh yeah.
It's a nightmare. Shooting on location is just a nightmare.
Well, and modern equipment way easier than 150-pound fucking 35mm camera.
Right, and then on top of the film, you actually have to worry about, as opposed to a SD card that's this big.
So who knows where the mask for Michael came from?
It's William Shatner.
It's William Shatner. It's Captain Kirk.
Well, are you about to tell the dirty old lie that they went to a toy store and picked it up off the shelf
for $1?
Fuck you. That's not fucking true.
And
it's not.
Go on, Chris.
Not even remotely.
Oh, can I just tell they bought a $1 mask of Captain Kirk from Star Trek, and they stripped it of its eyebrows and sideburns, stretched it out, and painted it white. Go on, Chris.
Bollocks. Urban fucking legend. Absolute bullshit.
Go on, Chris.
That was actually one of the guys in the prop department. I'm sure Josh will correct me if I am leading this astray. One of the guys in the prop department knew somebody, and I can't remember why they had the Shatner mask, the head for it. But yeah, it was not an off the shelf Halloween mask.
Right.
That's why they could never make it look the same. That's why they could never reproduce that iconic look until the later films. Is because it was fucked with. It wasn't just an off the shelf mask.
But the thing with the there's just something way more scarier about getting stuck with a blade than shot or anything. Oh, yeah. It just when you see the blade, it's just fuck that. That ain't the way to go.
It's because a blade. I have my own opinion. This could be totally off base, but a gun, any idiot can pick up a gun and let it go. Just clack. It's over. Yeah. I need to make a decision to pick up a knife, walk to you, and then
you have to be so fucking close.
Yeah,
and it's
I need to be able to smell your breath.
Penetrative.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Please. And as a man, and I'm sure women too, but as a man, the idea of being penetrated subconsciously is something that
we love.
We love, yeah. No, that's a thing that we're taught from the youngest of ages. Don't let somebody put something inside of you.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody say hi to my dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dad.
Hi. You had to let my dog take a shit.
But yeah, so this.
He's going to McDonald's to take a shit.
No, I said he had to let my dog take a shit.
Oh.
So the sound of the knives going into the flesh was them stabbing watermelons.
That's smart. I always wanted to use ham.
Yeah, because it just does sound horrible.
Slurpier.
It's wet.
Slurpier, that's a word, yeah.
And Jamie Lee Curtis's first movie.
Did you know that she auditioned for, or she wanted to audition for The Exorcist, and her ma told her no.
Yeah.
And she ended up doing Halloween because she felt like not doing The Exorcist ruined her career.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
ask Linda Blair what it did for her career.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So she did porno.
And her mother is
Jamie Lee Curtis porno.
And her mother is
Janet Leigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Janet Leigh, Ed?
Oh, the Birds.
Yeah, the chick gets fucked up in Psycho. Yeah.
Yeah, it gets.
Oh yeah, not the Birds. I'm stupid.
Did you also know that Dr.
You think I'm
Loomis?
fucking stupid? What the fuck was that?
What?
There's Angry Ed.
Here we go.
See, at 21:59.
Ding. But did you guys know that Dr. Loomis, Donald Pleasence, the role of Dr. Loomis was actually offered to Christopher Lee, but also Peter Cushing.
Oh wow!
The two Hammer horror film legends and the path on it. Christopher Lee said it was his biggest regret in his life.
Yeah.
Well, that was the one thing I wanted to say about this. However, how much scary that Michael is. Donald Pleasence is just the creepiest thing in the fucking movie.
Off we go.
I thought I was the one gonna be fucking.
Josh is getting so excited.
Not over yet.
Josh is gonna put his dog to sleep if he keeps it up. What do you do now? Oh, he keeps on knocking the tripod over. No, I'm not gonna commit animal abuse. No, I'm saying no. My dad's just like, oh, just spank it. Well, he's just excited.
So your dad, is he married or no?
No, well,
Christine's
my mom passed away when I was younger, and
I'm so sorry.
It's literally 20 years ago, so it's okay.
Way to make it awkward, Josh. Thanks.
Yeah. I should have just lied and been like, yeah. He's been married for 1,000 years.
Yeah. She died on Halloween night.
Oh my God.
Right, move on.
Okay, the next one up is The Fog.
Yes, love that film.
That movie
is the first John Carpenter film that I saw at age 10, and it completely fucking traumatized me. It's great. The poster traumatized me.
The first John Carpenter film that I saw, and I was about 10.
One of the reasons I said I'd never have kids is when that kid brings that fucking bit of driftwood into the house. And
kids are such dickheads.
Suddenly, out of the night, the fog rolled in.
It's the worst thing John Carpenter ever did.
No, we're going to Wisconsin.
Can I ask something then, Josh?
What's your mouth?
A book of hillbillies. We're getting a
Josh,
plane.
how old were you when you saw it?
Come over there. Give you a bucket of fucking fried chicken and then open up a bucket of whoop ass on your house.
Guys, Josh, you
is
need
amazing.
So you were virtually the same age when you watched it the first time. So because I watched it the first time doing this, and I thought it was like it's a good laugh, but it's not a good movie.
Oh my God,
yeah, it's not very good.
We're going to Sweden with a bucket of fucking hillbilly.
I'll welcome you with open arms. Can I also ask something about the pirates?
Yeah,
the porno pirates. Yeah,
They're
no,
not pirates.
They are pirates.
There's not a single fucking pirate in the entire thing.
What are you talking about? The ghosts.
They're lepers.
They're lepers.
They're leper pirate ghosts.
Okay.
They're not pirates. There's not.
What are they? Okay, seamen. Let's talk about the
There's not a
seamen.
single
Can we
fucking
please
pirate
talk
in
about the
single film.
seamen?
Whoa,
you, Chris. Whatever it is in the fog, can we talk about that?
Hold on, guys. Can you time out for 1 second?
Sure.
Can we have the pretty blonde lady say semen one more time?
Yeah. Is that the part where the sex scene with
Yes.
what's her name? The semen?
And they go, there she blows. No, but listen, honestly, in the fog, right, there's entities, beings,
Titties.
semen,
Peppers.
fuckwits in the fog, but they can't come into the house. Like, they're looming outside, and people go, oh, shut the door. And they're like, oh, fuck it, we can't get in. Like, they're ghosts.
Get in.
Right, they're not
ghosts.
They're not
like, they should be able to get in anywhere.
Vampires, you know, you have to be let in, but ghosts, they should be able to, like, there's no fucking.
But they fucking crash the church. They can get into the church, but any other house, they're like, doom, doom, doom. Hello, Doomsday Patrol. Can we get in? No. Okay, we'll wait. We'll be in the fog. What?
Entirely.
Because they're feeding. Because they only kill the extraordinarily stupid, which is why they can get into a church and not doors where people just close them.
There's a book of the fog, and apparently it explains it better. Is the fact that they're coming back to kill the 6 descendants of the people that which for some reason they didn't put that in the movie.
They did put it in the movie.
They did put it in the movie.
Not the six. They didn't mention it. They said the
They
6.
did.
They never mentioned
the
it.
descendants.
The
yeah.
priest
They
is
were the
reading the notes.
It's the entire plot of the film.
Yeah.
They didn't say they were the descendants of the original.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they fucking did.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I'm with you. I think they did.
That's why the priest gets done at the end of it.
We come for the doubloons.
Hal Holbrook, isn't it? The priest is played by Hal Holbrook.
But I also love the fact that the book is just like popping out. Everything is just in shambles, and they're like, "Oh, there's a book." Let's read it."
Yeah.
And it's like in perfect condition to read. Like, what? Fuck off. Fog off.
Suddenly, out of the night, the fog rolled in.
When the character Elizabeth is coming into the town, she's hitchhiking in, and this old dude is picking her up, and they bang. They just go to his house and they bang. They don't necessarily talk about it. They just bang.
Is a modern woman.
That's what I thought you were talking about when you said.
I mean, sure, but like, why? Where was she going?
She is a modern.
Why did she stay? Like, and like, what was the point of it? Was it just to see her bang? Because in Halloween, obviously, she's like the true virgin. That's why she survived.
She is a modern woman. She is hitching her way up the West Coast.
She got hers.
Having a laugh.
I'm trying to find some
enjoying her life.
Purpose.
Gas, or grass.
There you go. There you go.
She got hers, and then she wouldn't fuck off.
Yeah, he was like, my God.
It was a bit of a clinger, all right.
She just sprayed one clinger.
You know, get the fuck out.
Yeah. He's there.
So, shouldn't you be hitchhiking some more?
Can I drive the boat? Fuck you.
Yeah.
5 years later, he's in a bar.
Fucking died, you cunt.
5 years later, he's recounting the story going, I met this bird, and after that, everything went to shit.
I don't give a fuck about your war. Call me Snake.
So a year later, he made Escape from New York.
Yeah.
A classic.
Yes.
It's one of the greatest films ever made.
Yes.
Well, I don't know about that, but it's good.
I would argue it's one of the most fun.
Shut your dirty fucking whore mouth.
We should have a count for this as well. I believe we're on 3.
Yeah. The theme tune is fucking brilliant.
He came dressed as one of the cunts from New York.
Yeah. But the funny thing about this is my dad, from his job, got a pirate copy of this. And of course, I was 10 or 11. And with his eye patch, I was like, oh, yeah, pirate. He's a pirate.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is he, by the way?
Everyone's a pirate.
That John Carpenter likes pirates.
That shit actually took me a minute to realize why that was funny. That's fucking hilarious, though.
But like the thing about it, when you watch it now, like, so say for example, all of us are found guilty of a crime, and they're basically said, and for that crime, you have to go and live in the city of New York, and you're not allowed to leave. You go, all right then, see you later.
It's literally any crime, crime, like jaywalking. You're going to New York.
Yeah.
straight to jail. But I miss something? Why Manhattan? Why the like priciest real estate in the fucking world?
Yeah, the
Why
best.
make that into a prison?
It was because it was a shithole.
Yeah, basically CBGB's took over the whole of New York.
Well,
and
no,
turned it
New
into
York was a
massive,
shithole at the time.
Yeah, they turned it into a massive punk rock venue, the whole of New York.
I have to admit, the last time I was in New York, we were in this, this trendy rooftop bar, and we were trying to take a selfie with the fucking Empire State Building in the back of it. And these two girls came over, goes, "Oh, we'll take the photo for you." Oh, yeah, you sound. And they were quite good-looking girls. And one of them had this massive arse. And we were asking her about it, like whether it was like fake or anything. She said, "Oh no, I'm an ass model." I never heard that before. I never heard that as a job. I'm an ass model. That's what she said to us.
I don't give a fuck about your war. Call me Snake.
I bet you could make some good money with your ass. Just if it's a good ass, like a phenomenal ass.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Huge.
Josh, go on.
Yeah.
How?
Hello?
Well, Josh is a director and he has got an idea for his next movie.
It is true.
And I have an OnlyFans account. Josh, I'll call you.
Yes, please do that. I ain't got no shame in my game. You're hot as hell. Subscribe. I'll subscribe right now.
But did you know that Tommy Lee Jones was offered the role as Snake Plissken?
No,
That would have been fucking weird.
I know that.
I'm not sure that would work.
Tommy Lee Jones, really?
Yeah.
That would not have worked at all.
No, it wouldn't have worked. That would have been awful.
Plus, would we then end up with Tommy Lee Jones in Big Trouble in Little China?
Oh my God, that would have been fucking.
That was the other thing. The studio wanted Chuck Norris, and it was John Carpenter said, "No, this is my guy, and that's who I'm making."
Yeah.
But Chuck Norris would have been interesting.
Josh, what the fuck is going on over there, man?
Sorry, man. My fucking volume just dropped out on my phone. I got a phone call, and I muted it, and now the volume's just gone.
Yeah, you're full. Was that the first movie that John Carpenter and Kurt Russell made? Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone advised against it, obviously, because he was like a Disney character. So
was he still like recognized as a Disney character?
Yeah. He hadn't necessarily done anything.
1981.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the making of him as a kind of action star.
Really?
So I think it was also his idea to put the eye patch on to just like fucking badass.
Was it?
And it really fucked with his his vision. So he had to Yeah, exactly. So he had to take breaks and stuff, but he was really adamant of going out of the fucking Disney game,
Yeah.
The cast is good. Like Lee Van Cleef is great in it.
Yeah. Fucking hell.
Is it Harry Dean Stanton that's in it with him?
Yeah. So the brain.
If he's not in a movie, I won't watch it.
He's a great actor.
But it's like, well, you know the way you're watching it, and everything, like there's carnage going on all around, and then there's what's his name as the cab driver, and it's like he's in
Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine. It's like he's in a different movie. Like he's got a big smile on his face, and he's just going at his own pace.
Yeah,
and throwing petrol bombs out the fucking top of the cab.
And then it just goes, "Oh yeah, don't worry, Snake, I'll get you there."
Loving it.
Not to get off topic, but there is a movie that is fucking phenomenal. If you like movies like Escape from LA and Escape from New York.
Nobody likes Escape from LA.
No.
I realized the second I said it that movie. But if you like Escape from New York, there's a movie called Streets of Fire.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Fuck yes.
The rest of the greatest goddamn movie ever made.
Willem Dafoe in a weird PVC fucking dungarees. Bizarre.
I'm straight. And Willem Dafoe in that movie is so incredibly attractive and weird.
Like 18-year-old Diane Lane.
Yep. Also, proof that I am straight.
Hello. Yeah, so we're watching that next.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
So what I was going to say is I think we should move straight on to The Thing.
Yeah.
Agreed.
His best movie.
Which he directed. He didn't write The Thing, but
His best
he
movie.
directed it.
I was saddened to learn that it was a remake.
But he maintains it's not. He based it on the same book.
Yeah.
It is a remake.
So what I would suggest is, Chris, would you do your bemusing now?
Bemusing movies with Big Chris Monroe.
Fuck you, Pete.
Well, so being that it is based on a book, it falls into that kind of category, like True Grit.
What's your interpretation?
The Jeff Bridges version is not a remake. It's taken from the source material. I Am Legend, the original book written in 1953. Became Last Man on Earth, Omega Man, and fucking the last piece of shit, I Am Legend. Anyway,
that movie made me want to open up a fucking vein.
So one of the things that I found really interesting that I never knew before with The Thing from Beyond the Stars was that James Arness, who was Marshall Matt Dillon in Gunsmoke, was the monster.
No way.
And didn't go to the premiere because he was so fucking embarrassed of having been in that film. And said that he didn't want
from like the big carrot or something like that.
Exactly. He said he didn't want it. He didn't want any close-ups because he looked like a big fucking carrot.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's.
Was that a Frankenstein mask that they turned inside out, or is that bullshit?
That's
I don't know.
bullshit. Yeah, no, I don't. Actually, you know what? I've never actually heard that. But just having watched it recently,
You're so
no.
sure.
I'm gonna say no, but
Right. Yeah, I'm not sure.
However, I'm gonna say that is the most epic burn scene I have ever seen. They're just fucking hucking kerosene all over the place. That stunt, man. Holy fuck. I've been on set for exactly one burn, and it was the most fucking intense thing I have ever seen. And that burn lasted 25 seconds, and everybody was on top of it. And nobody was fucking buckets of kerosene at him, and he was wandering around the room setting everything on fire. That was absolutely 100%. The rest of the film is typical 1951 kind of crap. But
to be honest, if you're that fucking alien, right, you've crashed on Earth, which to you is an alien fucking planet. They blow up your fucking spaceship, so you can't get off this alien planet anymore because of these cunts that have blown up your fucking spaceship.
I'm gonna be pretty fucking aggro.
Arctic ice, put you underneath an electric blanket, and as soon as you thaw out, you're looking at them the whole time going, what the fuck is going on? As soon as you thaw out, they start to shoot at you.
Yeah.
You jump out the fucking window and they throw fucking petrol bombs at you. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Which is exactly why no fucking alien species has stopped here. They've watched our television and they're like, whoa, hey man.
That's
like an after-school special. Don't do Earth, kids. Don't do Earth.
We are the fucking Florida of the universe, man.
We're the part in way better assessment than
Where
mine.
do we start with the well, now that I'm in my Thing costume. So
I like it. It looks good.
How bad are
You
those?
look like you've got a 7 head.
How bad are those Norwegians at shooting?
Oh,
have you ever tried to, I'm sorry, excuse me. Have you ever tried to hit a husky at 300 yards from a fucking helicopter?
I would love to say I've tried it, but I haven't.
No.
It's impossible. I've tried to shoot a wolf like that. It's goddamn impossible.
Did he say wolf?
Yes.
Yeah, was that not a wolf?
A wolf.
No,
Like,
it's a dog.
shoot a wolf.
It's their dog.
Yeah, but was the actual dog not a wolf?
No.
No, it was a husky.
Husky.
It's a Norwegian dog.
Well, it alien, but
Wow.
it looked like a husky.
I
love that. I love
thought
that
the
scene.
actual actor was a fucking wolf, like.
Well,
No, the actor
No.
wasn't a wolf. The actor
I was going to say,
playing a
because
dog.
the dog should have been up for best supporting actor
Yeah.
that year in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Oscars. It was fucking brilliant. It even looks back and looks worried.
No, he
Yeah.
said that. He said that in interviews that like this fuck. I thought he said it was a wolf. Sorry. He said that the fucking the thing wouldn't be the thing if it wasn't for that fucking dog. Like,
Oh no, absolutely not.
there's some shot where it walks down the corridor and it looks in one door and looks in another door and then looks back in and then goes in.
Yeah.
And it's like creepy as fuck. Like,
Well, if you speak Norwegian, the pilots or the whoever says it in the helicopter say it's not a dog, it's an alien.
oh,
Kill
really?
it, kill it. So if you speak it, that whole movie's spoiled like immediately.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to know about when he's screaming at them when he's got the gun.
Yeah.
And it's like the one thing, like I've been to Scandinavia a few times. I've even been in northern Lapland in the Arctic Circle. I've not met any Scandinavian who doesn't speak perfect English.
Really?
Like these are educated Norwegians with no English.
In times of great stress and crisis, we all fall back to our native language, no matter how well we speak whatever everybody else is speaking.
So that's what I really wanted to know is what could he possibly be saying? Like, no, it's not a dog, it's an alien. But if like it's unbelievable.
Well,
And then there's that great line because of course they're comms are all fucked in the base, and one of them goes, "Are we at war with Norway?"
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation.
Is this the most tension-filled movie ever?
Yes.
You know what? You know what? It's got the best special effects probably ever. They still hold up today better than even modern films.
But
it's the greatest achievement in horror cinema, like easily.
As regards special effects, definitely.
But explain something to me, like why didn't it didn't do great? Like it wasn't seen as a great movie. Why is that?
John Carpenter has a theory on this, and I think a lot of people do, is the fact that it came out 2 weeks after E.T.
Yep.
And he says that nobody was ready for this kind of alien after E.T.
And it was around the same era as Star Wars. No one wanted a bleak film.
I don't know what the hell's in there, but it's weird and pissed off, whatever it is.
As I say, the thing that got me when I was watching this movie is I think it's just a happy coincidence that an alien turned up, because these fuckers were going to kill each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's precisely kind of the point, is they're already at the breaking point. And then all of a sudden an alien shows up and it's like catalyst.
Like immediately they're there. He's the alien. He's the alien. He's the alien. And
there was going to be a flamethrower duel at some point, whether aliens showed up or not.
Yeah, and that that blood test scene is just unfucking believable.
Yeah.
That is really
Most
good.
fun shit ever.
Yeah.
Do we talk about subtext on this show, or is it just surface?
Yeah, go for it.
I've always felt that, like, I know it was a bit past the time for it to be topical, but I always kind of thought this was Carpenter's film about the Red Scare. Like the we don't know who it is, and it's also, I mean, clearly it's about AIDS. Clearly, like there's a monster in your blood. You can't tell who it is. It could be you. It could be him. It could be her.
Well, it's COVID.
Yeah, it's COVID. But if you look in the blood test scene, you brought it out. If you look at the back of the blood test scene, I think there is straight up just an AIDS poster in the back.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it might not be AIDS, but it's something about.
That's awfully early. That's awfully early in the AIDS epidemic.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a
special.
second. Are we saying that AIDS was an alien disease?
Well, I mean, if you consider that the FBI put it into the gay communities to kill them, and they possibly could have gotten the AIDS from the aliens at Roswell, sure, why not?
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation.
The last note reads, the dog, Kurt Russell, and Kurt Russell's beard, exclamation point. That's it.
Yeah, he's very handsome in this movie.
Always.
I've always wanted that the sombrero and snow goggles look is just fantastic. Yeah.
He's the guy on the base that's he's the guy on the base that's locking his door every night.
For sure.
But,
sorry, Josh.
No, you're good. I'm packing a bowl. Sorry. His beard is what inspired me to grow this.
Yeah.
Like literally,
beard.
Not even a joke.
It's working for you.
Thank you.
So are we moving on?
Yeah, we're gonna move on quickly and just say that unfortunately after that he sort of produced and he's an uncredited co-writer for Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which is shit. So we're going straight on to Christine.
Oh, one second, real quick.
Yeah.
We can't be friends if you don't like Season of the Witch.
It's rubbish.
It's not. It's just not a fucking Michael Myers film.
It's not a Halloween movie.
No, well, it's absolutely a Halloween.
3 more
movie.
days to Halloween. It's rubbish.
What is happening?
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch is not a good movie.
I gathered that, but like, Ed, are you alive?
Me, yeah.
Ed's been pissed.
That's only lipstick. You know, I'm still here.
Yeah. So, he's next.
No, that was your safe word, wasn't it?
Yes, that is my safe word. Actually, it's only lipstick.
So he directed Christine.
Oxygen.
Yeah. So in 1983, he directed Christine. So
I love Christine.
Christine,
By the way,
what did you think of Christine?
I watched it for the first time 2 days ago. I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Everybody in the high school is way too old to be going to fucking high school, and the high school bully looks like your weird uncle.
But it's always like that, though.
Fucking film is brilliant.
Kids are in their 30s, and you go, what?
Yeah.
But as a kid watching it, you go, wow, yeah, that's it.
I watched it for the first time 2 days ago. I loved it. I fucking loved it.
The book is amazing. I love the book.
The book is phenomenal.
Yeah. The movie, I really enjoyed the movie. For being like a John Carpenter movie, but it's one of Stephen King's best, because it kind of holds up. After that, like all the Stephen King movies, they start off great and they end up like being a big spider being killed by asthma spray.
They don't though. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Salem's Lot was pretty much it, but they're fucking terrible. I wish
everybody.
Hold
on
a second. Everybody just stop sucking Stephen King's cock for a minute. He's fucking terrible.
I thought you made a good joke there when you said Salem's Lot was pretty much it.
My asshole brother bought her back in September '57. She had the smell of a brand new car. That's just about the finest smell in the world.
It's a great bit of cheese, and you get the weird looking chick from Baywatch, as the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, what's her name?
Yeah, the girl from
Alexandra Paul, yeah.
The girl from Baywatch that nobody remembers because she's got small tits.
Yeah,
Stephanie.
My God.
Yeah.
Imagine being cast like that. Well, we have to have one.
Yeah.
Is this one?
Yeah, you've got to be the serious. You've got to be the serious one about your job. Yeah.
Is this one of the Stephen? Is this one of the Stephen King movies where he actually liked the movie?
It's all in the reflex.
1986, Big Trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
All kinds
one of the
great.
funnest movies ever made.
Yeah. All kinds of great.
It's literally just pure imagination thrown at a wall.
Yeah.
I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. And I don't understand because they had a hard time promoting the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we explain it? You explain it.
Well, Chinese people.
Like magic, fucking
because
demon.
white people don't want to. Because white people don't understand Chinese people.
Fucking white people.
Well, again, the original script for this was a Western.
I mean, what's not to love? Everything about this fucking movie is awesome.
Well, what I love about the movie is that when they were sort of halfway through making it, the word came through. Eddie Murphy's making The Golden Child. Hurry the fuck up and get it out before it.
That's awesome.
It's the same script.
It's all in the reflex.
Unfortunately for Kurt Russell, they all went to the test screening, and when they all left, Kurt Russell and everybody that he saw it with thought, I'm going to be in the biggest movie of 1986.
Oh.
And it wasn't. It made 11 million. It made 11 million.
Yeah.
And
that sucks.
Yeah, The Golden Child made 79.8 million. And it's just not the same movie.
No, it's terrible.
Like, this
Garbage.
is
Compared to it, if you put the two of them together, yeah, desperate.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, like which one really stands the test of time, though?
Yeah,
Big Trouble in Little China. Without a
Yeah.
shadow.
Golden Child does have Charles Dance, which, you know.
Big Trouble in Little China has Kim Cattrall improvising her fucking lines.
At
her prime, too, she looked good.
Good, great.
How about that?
And her green-eyed mate was
girl.
Yeah, her green eye. But can I was laughing because when they're swimming through the sewers, and she's the only one keeping her head up, and it's like she's bobbing for apples. She's pulling them up one by one. Where's Jack? Where's Jack? Like, why is that even happening? Like, why aren't they swimming properly?
Can you do that again, please, Christine?
Yes.
She is. In this movie, she's a fucking revelation because, like, this is her fucking movie, like.
And she was making this movie, and then when she finished, at whatever time, she went straight to do Broadway plays every night.
You're joking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I love her in it, but she's the comedic element. Like, she's not even. Her acting is terrible in it.
Yeah, no, she had said
she did that. She improvised them lines. She
should be shot for improvising that poorly. It's not good. It's a comedic element bringing fun to the movie, but like she's not good. It's not a revelation.
You shut your dirty whore mouth.
She's hot, but like that's it.
Are you talking about the actress who starred in Mannequin?
Yes. This is her fucking, masterpiece.
Yeah.
This is her fucking whatever the fuck you want.
Citizen Kane.
It's all in the reflex.
Can we revisit this after we've
He's
gone through
chubby Tom Green. That's what he is.
Tom Green, yeah.
Right.
He's chubby Tom Green. That's
He's
what Zach
not chubby
Galifianakis
Tom
is.
Green. He
Whoa.
Tom Green had
He
balls.
wishes.
Tom Green made one of the criminally underappreciated masterpieces in Freddy Got Fingered.
Greatest film ever made.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out. It's done. This is my last podcast with you fucking idiots.
As Tom Green said himself when, again, as we were talking about Assault on Precinct 13, he said that the movie got a rating that was basically porn with murder.
It's all in the reflex.
I thought Wang was Short Round from Indiana Jones.
No.
I know he's not now, but I thought he was then. I was like, hang on, isn't that the kid? No, it's not.
Right.
Sorry,
Christine. Sorry, Christine. For this podcast, I'm just going to say that's the most racist thing anybody's ever said.
Oh, come on, Pete. Don't be like that. Don't be fucking throwing somebody under the bus like that. That's terrible. Shut the fuck up.
I also thought it was hilarious when they're trying to shoot their way out.
Yeah.
What's his name? Eddie Lee. Is that the character, right? Or
Yeah.
the actor?
Yeah.
And he goes, because obviously Kurt Russell can't shoot.
Yeah.
And after a while he gets a shot in and he goes, oh, is that the first time you plugged somebody? Like just casually, like
their
that's the whole
chemistry.
thing that is soft-spoken mate that is not supposed to be anything.
taking out like an action hero.
Yeah,
like,
an actual fucking action hero. Like
Their chemistry should have been in more movies.
yes.
Oh,
They were great together.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no, they were brilliant together.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I think we should move on to which is another absolute high of John Carpenter's career, which is They Live.
Yes.
Oh, the greatest goddamn movie of all time.
You've said that about 4 times.
I was so scared watching this film because I'd never seen it before. And I knew Roddy Piper was in it. And I was like, this can't be good with Roddy Piper. And it was fucking amazing.
It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking fantastic. And as John Carpenter says, he literally went, I saw Ronald Reagan's presidency and went, I know the movie I'm making.
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline holds up.
Yes.
It actually reflects society today. It's good fucking acting. It's good storytelling. It's a good fucking movie.
And there's a fucking 30-minute fight scene in it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of people are saying is the longest fight scene in Hollywood history.
Yeah, it's about 5 minutes long.
5 minutes. They kicked the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's because they let Roddy Piper just be like, listen, this is what I do in the ring, and they went, okay, do it.
Yeah. But it's over something so insignificant. Like
put on the fucking glasses.
Put the sunglasses on. So he kicks the shit out of it. And then he kicks the shit out of it. You know what I mean? They beat the fuck out of each other over not putting a pair of sunglasses on.
But then brilliantly recreated in South Park.
Yeah.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957. This one, real fucking ugly.
Like, I was a weird
Put your head on, Timmy.
And when I was in high school, that aired, and I thought it was brilliant, and none of my fucking friends got it.
Yeah.
And I was like, they live, dude, and everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, like,
I couldn't
years,
breathe. I was laughing so hard when they did that.
It's the greatest goddamn parody ever.
Oh, it's like
there's something about Roddy Piper's performance in this though that is real.
Yes,
I think because there is an element of reality in that for him, because he was like a homeless guy while he was wrestling, and the fact that he's met Satan in Vince McMahon. He definitely understands evil.
But also, he wrote his own backstory without even telling John Carpenter at all, and it's not explained at all. So he knows a lot more what's going on and what he's feeling, what he's going through. So, like, to him, it's fucking real. Like, I think he's doing a fucking awesome job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I really love this movie. Did you know the stunt guy, Jeff Imada, who coordinated the stunts together with Rowdy Piper, he was the only one who was wearing the mask of the aliens. So all the aliens in the movie, it's him.
Even the females.
Yep, even the females.
I came here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
All out of bubble
gum. Iconic line.
Yeah, which he credits to. Apparently, he said when he was wrestling all around America, on all these different shows, he just used to write down stuff that different wrestlers would say, and that was one of the things that someone said, and I was like, yeah, that's the line.
Wow.
Yeah, he went through his promo notebook.
Yeah.
John Carpenter went through his promo notebook and was like, just improvise some of this stuff.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
This movie is just, the sense of humor is bang on. The action is good. The story is good. It's just a great movie.
It's as close to being a perfect film as you can.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Is it David Wright or Keith Wright? Is it David Wright?
David.
He was in Platoon, right?
He's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's the voice in Halo.
He's in Community.
Fuck yeah, he is.
Yeah. Elroy.
Yeah.
Right. So
he was Childs in The Thing.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So
I actually have a toy of him. It should have been here today, and then goddamn Shout Factory is late. I have a big package coming of They Live stuff.
Oh.
They just reissued it on 4K, and it's like a poster and a child's toy.
Okay, Josh, you're gonna get Christine excited. Just
with
the toy.
It's a good segue. So
toy talk and all.
You know, you look like your head fell on the cheese dip back in 1957. This one, real fucking ugly.
The way to we're going to end this about John Carpenter is he's not precious about sequels or anything like that, because how many Halloweens are there?
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it, Pete. Don't do it. Pete.
And like The Thing has a sequel, so we're going to finish with our quiz, which is prequel, sequels, reboots, and kill.
Fuck yeah.
So the first one on the list is The Wicker Man. What are we doing to it? There was a sequel and there was a Nick Cage.
There's already a perfect sequel to it.
Oh yeah.
Kill a reboot or a sequel.
Wicker Man, right? Donald Glover's starring role.
No, doesn't need to be done. Nick Cage did it perfectly.
So don't forget, we're killing off stuff that we don't want to. Yeah. So A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Donald Glover. Put Donald Glover as starring role. Bang. Yeah,
Nightmare on Elm Street.
I like that.
That's not a John Carpenter film.
No. We're doing horror. We're not doing John Carpenter.
Yeah. So Nightmare on Elm Street, I wouldn't fucking touch it.
Yeah.
Like if you do it today, you would ruin it.
What?
Yeah, they already did that.
No, Alison Brie, make her Freddy. Bang, you're done.
Are you just adding Community?
You're into Community right now.
So, The Shining had Dr. Sleep. So what next?
I am girl.
The Shining.
I would make a movie about the Hat.
Go on.
Like I would just make a film about her back, and like Dr. Sleep as a book had far more about that tribe in it.
So
I think
hang on a minute. No, there's a theme to the fucking quiz. So are we doing reboot, kill?
That's what I said. I said at the start. You were shouting over it. Prequel, sequels, reboot, or kill.
All right. So what are we talking about here with fucking The Shining?
So what are you doing with it? Killing it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Right.
Been done. Jack Nicholson was the best. See you later.
Yeah, but Dr. Sleep came along then, Ewan McGregor.
Typical Stephen King bullshit. Move on.
But do we count that as like The Shining? No,
you don't.
Okay, yeah.
Hellraiser.
There's already 80 of them. Kill it.
Well, there's news. It's getting rebooted. It was.
I did have a good idea about Hellraiser, and I've forgotten it. Fuck.
Well, that basically your idea was nailing some nails into people's heads.
No, I did have a good idea.
Okay.
Bollocks.
I think we should turn this into the new Hellraiser movie. What do you think?
Ooh.
Bring it.
No, it doesn't work. I've tried. Got super serious for a second. Everybody's like, "Oh shit."
I have a feeling that.
You know what? If every horror movie was like you, man, we wouldn't have a genre. Like,
I have a feeling in a lot of these movies I'm going to mention, Josh is going to turn around and get it off his shelf. So, Phantasm.
I can totally do that.
Phantasm. Because they really are. They keep making these movies.
Well, seeing as Angus Grimm is dead, I would actually love a clean wipe, just complete wipe of the series, and let people that are competent filmmakers, and nothing against Don, he's a great fucking person, but as a filmmaker, he's kind of all over the fucking place, as you can tell. I would love to see, let me think about who I'd love to see reboot it. But you guys talk and I'll come back.
Yeah, well, we'll come to a Swedish movie that me, Ed, and I don't know whether Chris has seen it, but should there be a sequel to Midsommar?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
There should be a sequel to Midsommar. Yes, there's your answer. Bang.
Rosemary's Baby. Ed's getting aggressive.
No. Kill it.
Right, well, here's one that a lot of people
kill it.
The Alien series.
No.
No.
Kill.
Yes.
Kill 3 films ago.
Poltergeist.
Fuck that movie.
Do you know what? Yeah, actually, remake Poltergeist.
They did. It sucked.
Okay, Evil Dead.
They did remake it. Fuck it. No, kill it.
Really? Yeah, you know what? Kill it. They got enough out of that movie.
Yeah. Why would you remake that or anything? That movie's great.
just from Ed's demeanor, I'm not remaking any of it. Calm down. The Fly.
Leave
No.
it. That remake's amazing.
Jeff Goldblum nailed it.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Nailed it.
Okay, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Leave
Pete,
it.
this is your worst quiz ever.
Oh my
calling
god,
you-
that has been fucking.
I'm saying
remade.
kill your quiz.
And it was terrible when they remade it. They put like who was it, Miley Cyrus or something like that in it.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it. No.
Yeah, it was kind of a little bit watered down. So we're going to finish with something that is kind of all over the shop at the moment, which is the Universal Monsters, because they keep trying to bring it back because they made the Mummy with Tom Cruise.
Shit.
They made Dracula as a war movie with what's that Welsh guy?
You know what? There was one of them
That was
that I
Dracula
actually
Untold.
watched and liked.
Dracula Untold. That was
I
it.
was
Wolfman.
disgusted with myself that I liked that. And Hugh Jackman.
Wolfman.
The Wolfman is going to be Ryan Gosling.
Do you remember that film? I was disgusted with myself that I liked it. Hugh Jackman was in it.
Van
Oh
Helsing.
no, Ed.
Van Helsing?
You fucking dirtbag.
That
Van
movie's garbage.
Helsing.
But I'll say this.
I
I'll
like.
say this.
Hang on a minute. I like Van Helsing because of Kate Beckinsale, but I like this movie because of something else. I'm like, has he?
Which one is it?
That shit? Maybe it was Van Helsing then. Yeah. Holy shit.
It was
Sorry,
Van
it was Kate
Helsing.
Beckinsale. Kate Beckinsale. Just
This
You're
kind of
forgiven.
because let me tell you what
I
Universal.
love my wife, but if Kate Beckinsale came to Colin,
Yeah.
Shove her down the stairs.
Ready to watch stuff!
Fuck you all.